30 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20!
Rip right. Deuce.
Check. 11.
Check. Hey, watch it.
Block!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
11.
And 3. Check. The 31-yard line.
Black!
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
11.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
It's our time.
21.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
80 weapon.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Here we go again.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Breida. 98 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be taken short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game.
21. Here we go.
Kill.
X3. 218. Chop it. Hey, alert. Hey, hunt.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Hey, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Get that quarterback. Check. Lucky.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On second down, a run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. I'm not ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get up.
Play action. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 31 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Tight go. Out.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
QB's trash. Let's go. Check the backer.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. But now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
12.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he completes it to Cohen. Skirts by at the 15. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tariq Cohen taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Breida. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Just like that.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Where's 52?
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right,
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 3rd down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Hey, gun.
At the 49-yard line.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't begin.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This is Breida. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Let's put him on the buses.
Go. 36 power.
Mark 22.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mark 22.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Throwing again. Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fit. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Garoppolo. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man, it's Andrews. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
What? 52's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll toss it to Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run with Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Fighting through. Buying time to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
Wilson wants to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Open space inside the 10. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helped.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. He's going to let it fly, and he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting